Two ice-cold killers like Bronson Reed and
Yo, WWE fam. It's time for another update here on WWE News Update. Smash that subscribe button, ring the bell, and let's get into the ring of news. Unbelievable. Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, the man who carried WWE on his shoulders for over 4 years, has just dropped news that could change the company forever. The undisputed WWE Universal Champion for 1,316 days, the face of modern WWE, revealed something so shocking that fans, media, and even WWE executives are scrambling to make sense of it. Within hours of his announcement, WWE's stock reportedly dropped by 4%, a sign of just how deeply his words have shaken the foundation of the wrestling world. The interview that changed everything. What makes this situation even more dramatic is how it happened. Roman didn't make this revelation in a WWE ring, on Raw, SmackDown, or even through the company's official channels. Instead, he did it in an exclusive interview with Ariel Helwani on the MMA Hour, a non-WWE platform. The move blindsided WWE management, who were caught completely off guard. Executives and creative leaders reportedly had no idea Roman was going to speak so openly about his future, and by the time the interview dropped, the damage was done. Panic spread backstage as Triple H and other decision-makers rushed into emergency meetings to assess the fallout. Roman Reigns speaks his truth. Roman's words were calm, measured, but heavy with meaning. "I've given WWE everything for the past decade," he said. "My body, my time, my family sacrificed having me around for holidays and birthdays. I became the face of this company during a pandemic when nobody else wanted to step up. I carried the championship through empty arenas and through the return of crowds. I've main evented WrestleMania 7 times. And you know what? I'm tired." Then came the line that froze the wrestling world. "My contract expires in 8 months, and for the first time in my career, I'm genuinely uncertain whether I'm going to re-sign Roman," made it clear that his uncertainty isn't about money or fame, it's about life. "Not because I don't love wrestling. I do. Not because I don't respect WWE. I do. But I need to decide if being Roman Reigns, the WWE superstar, is more important than being Joe Anoa'i, the father, the husband, the man who wants to see his kids grow up instead of watching them through FaceTime from a hotel room." That raw honesty sent shockwaves through the industry. For years, Roman was the unshakable cornerstone of WWE, the company's biggest draw. To hear him openly question his future wasn't just surprising, it was historic. Conversations that stunned the industry. If that wasn't enough, Roman went even further. He confirmed that he's had conversations with Tony Khan of AEW, with executives from New Japan Pro Wrestling, and with Hollywood producers about acting opportunities. "I've talked to my family about possibly retiring from wrestling entirely at 40, he said. "I want to spend my prime years being present for the people I love, instead of being away 250 days a year for a company that will move on the day I'm gone." That statement hit hard. It wasn't bitterness, it was reflection. Roman sounded like a man at peace with whatever comes next, and that's what scares WWE most. You can't negotiate with someone who's not chasing money or fame anymore. The contract complications. Roman's current deal, reportedly signed in 2019, pays him between $5 million and $7 million annually, placing him among the top-paid wrestlers in the world. But that was before his career exploded into legendary status. Now, insiders claim Roman's asking price for a renewal is between $10 million and $12 million a year. With a drastically reduced schedule of 150 to 175 dates instead of over 250. WWE is open to the money, but resistant to reducing his appearances. That's the main sticking point. Roman wants time. WWE wants consistency. Neither side has given ground yet, and with just 8 months left on the contract, time is ticking. The Tony Khan factor. The AEW angle adds even more intrigue. Sources from Fightful Select report that Tony Khan has been in quiet contact with Roman's representatives for months. The alleged offer? Comparable pay to WWE, but with fewer dates, creative freedom, and the ability to shape his own character arcs. That's a tempting offer for someone burned out by WWE's schedule. But there's one catch. Roman's current contract reportedly includes a 90-day non-compete clause, which means if he leaves WWE, he couldn't appear on any televised wrestling show for 3 months. That gives WWE time to rewrite their stories and protect their brand before Roman could debut elsewhere. Retirement. The unexpected possibility. Roman turns 40 in May 2025. He's been wrestling for 15 years. He's battled health issues, carried the company through a pandemic, and redefined what it means to be a modern WWE megastar. Walking away at 40 wouldn't be weakness. It might be wisdom. Roman has said before that he doesn't want to be one of those wrestlers who stays too long. He's seen legends keep going until their bodies broke down or their legacies faded. "I want to leave on top," he's said in previous interviews. And he's right. Very few get to walk away while still being the best in the world. The Hollywood option. Hollywood is watching closely. Roman already made a splash with a small but memorable role in Fast and Furious Presence, Hobbs and Shaw. His charisma, physique, and presence have drawn comparisons to The Rock and John Cena, both of whom transitioned successfully to major film careers. Roman's potential in Hollywood could be massive. Fewer travel days, more time with family, creative control. But it's also a gamble. Not every wrestler becomes a star on the big screen. Still, the fact that Roman's already talking to producers shows how real his crossroads moment is. What this means for WWE storylines. Roman's uncertainty throws WWE's long-term creative plans into chaos. WrestleMania season is built around him. Whether it's a dream match with The Rock, a rematch with Cody Rhodes, or another Bloodline-centered story. Without knowing if Roman will stay, WWE can't plan the outcome of major feuds. Should they book him in a passing the torch match? Should they protect him in case he resigns? Every decision now carries risk. If Roman leaves, the Bloodline story could collapse overnight. Solo Sikoa might take over as the new leader, but the emotional depth that Roman brings can't be replicated. The Shield storyline with Seth Rollins would also lose its emotional anchor. And Cody Rhodes' reign, meant to prove he defeated the Ultimate Champion, would lose impact if Roman walks away soon after. The ripple effect. If Roman Reigns leaves, the shockwaves won't stop with him. Other top stars, Seth Rollins, Becky Lynch, Drew McIntyre, might start rethinking their futures too. If even Roman Reigns can walk away, it sends a message that WWE isn't the only game in town anymore. For WWE, this is more than a talent issue. It's a psychological one. They've built their empire around loyalty and legacy. Roman's decision could change that dynamic forever. The man behind the myth. Underneath all the headlines and speculation, there's something deeply human about this story. Roman Reigns isn't just a character. He's a man who's given his life to this business. He's missed family milestones, battled illness, endured constant travel, and carried a billion-dollar company on his back. Now, he's simply asking, is it worth it anymore? That question resonates beyond wrestling. It's about balance, purpose, and legacy, themes that every fan can understand. The final word. As of now, Roman hasn't made a final decision. WWE is hopeful. Fans are divided. And the industry is on edge. What's certain is this: Roman Reigns holds all the power. Whether he stays, leaves, or retires, his next move will define not just his legacy, but the future of WWE itself. For over a decade, Roman Reigns has told us to acknowledge me. Now, for the first time, it's WWE's turn to acknowledge him. Not as the tribal chief, but as the man behind the crown, deciding what comes next. The world is watching, the clock is ticking, and the reign of the tribal chief may be entering its most unpredictable chapter yet.